Ever daydreamed about hitting the jackpot and planning what you'd do with the money? Go ahead and cast that first stone, even if your tastes are a bit unconventional. We bet you won't outdo the millionaires from today's video. They've thrown money at the most outrageous things you can imagine, and when we talk about cash, we're talking a whole lot of it. Ready to be amazed? But before we dive in, to make sure you don't forget, please give this a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Let's roll. You know that feeling when your cousin on a trip asks for a photo with your name written in the sand to prove that the family remembered you? Well, that wasn't enough for some. Radin Al Nahyan had his name written in the sand on an island that he owned in the United Arab Emirates. And as if that weren't enough, his name needed to be visible from space. His wish was granted. Each letter in his name is a towering 1,000 meters tall, and the whole name stretches for 3,000 meters, visible from space. What we're about to tell you is hard to believe, but it really happened. A Chinese millionaire bought a pigeon for 310,000 euros. Yes, a pigeon. This pigeon, known as Bolt, isn't called that by chance. According to its creator, Leo Herman, it's as fast as a Jamaican sprinter. And here's the kicker, Herman is estimated to have sold over 530 pigeons, raking in more than 4 million euros. Now, this may sound like a joke, but it's not. How much would you pay for a medieval suit of armor for a guinea pig? 53,000 reis, to be precise. I know it's hard to believe, but it seems these millionaires must have run out of ideas on what to do with all their money. Even this guinea pig suit was handcrafted to match the armor used by medieval warriors. It once belonged to Locke, a guinea pig who has since passed away. The sale was a way to honor the little guy. Believe it or not, there were 156 bids, and the auction ended with a price tag of around 53,000 reis. And what about the famous Russian tycoon Roman Abramovich's yacht? It's far from your average boat. Valued at over 1 billion reis, it's considered the world's most extravagant personal yacht. It boasts 24 guest cabins, 2 pools, 2 helipads, several hot tubs, a dance floor, 3 speedboats, and even a mini submarine. And that's not even mentioning the bulletproof windows, missile defense system, and lasers to deter paparazzi. Of course, if we were to ask you what you'd do if you became a millionaire, many would say they'd buy some dream cars. The problem is when some cars turn into a collection of over 5,000 cars for one person. I know it sounds absurd, but it's true. The Sultan of Brunei is known for his impressive collection of luxury cars. Brunei, in case you didn't know, is a small Southeast Asian country rich in oil, providing a great standard of living for its citizens. Imagine the lifestyle of its leader. His car collection is valued at nothing less than $5 billion. And if you think the prices of the textbooks you buy for school or college are high, you probably can't imagine paying $30 million for one. But what if that book is actually a notebook filled with the writings of none other than Leonardo da Vinci? It was acquired by the Microsoft founder back in 1994 in New York for a whopping $30 million. The new owner changed the book's name to Codex Leicester and loans it to museums for public display. The next strange acquisition was made by a millionaire and electrical industry executive. He paid $2.3 million for a photo at an auction. The photo in question was the only image of Billy the Kid, one of the most wanted outlaws of the Wild West. In the photo, we see the legendary cattle rustler on horseback, a rifle by his side. The photo was handed down to a friend named Randy Guiaro and stayed in the family for generations. In 2011, they decided to put it up for sale, and that's how Corey ended up with the portrait. Remember the Sultan of Brunei, owner of one of the world's largest car collections that we mentioned earlier? His extravagant spending isn't limited to cars alone. He also owns a Boeing 747-400 with the entire interior decorated in solid gold and precious crystals, including the bathrooms. The plane is valued at an average of $233 million. Lastly, the American millionaire Steve Cohen bought something quite unusual, to say the least, a preserved shark in formaldehyde. This is actually a conceptual piece by the artist Damien Hirst, titled The Physical Impossibility of Death in the Mind of Someone Living. Steve Cohen shelled out a whopping $11.8 million for this artwork. What's even more peculiar is that the piece is slowly deteriorating, and the artist is negotiating with Cohen for a replacement. I hope you enjoyed these incredible stories about how millionaires spend their money. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more amazing content like this. Until next time.